Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome again to SEO Magic. Let's start to understand the history of the engine, starting from what is Google's payoff. Content is king. Everyone knows this information, but many take it for granted that this payoff has created Google itself, but it is not exactly like that. If we go back in time, we can realize, for example, that Bill Gates himself highlighted in an interview in May 1996, a year and a half before the foundation of Google, how this philosophy would become a must to follow for everyone on the web, citing all the more or less famous people who ever over time have emphasized what Bill Gates reported. Let's go directly to find out who coined what is today the payoff of one of the most important multinational companies in the world. Stuart Brand is a brilliant man. Few knew him even in reality. Imagine he was the creator of the first search engine, and he invented it before the advent and emergence of the internet. The whole Earth catalog was in fact a search engine of information in paperback. Stuart Brand, who was a true idealist as a young man in 1960s, wished to create a magazine that brought articles and useful information on our planet that could be consulted according to a possible request, and proposing the articles from first to the last according to hypothetical scale of interest and correlation. And he wanted to do it with a mathematical system or subpart that would allow his editorial to calculate the value of an article based on its logical construction, like title, subtitle, text, on the ability to give information quickly, on the possibility of extracting people's interest. This character you see now, many years ago, laid the foundation of what they are today. The algorithmic calculation made by some of the most powerful software in the world. Brandt asked a question because he had a problem to solve and he found an answer. And if few of us know it, surely we all know Steve Jobs and his famous farewell address at Stanford University in 2005. If we can listen to that speech, the famous advice that he gave to all those young university students saying, "Stay hungry, stay foolish, remain hungry, and even crazy," he continued and said, "Always be just like of the man I knew, Stuart Brand, a brilliant creator." The history of engines from its origin to today is reported in a beautiful essay called The Secret Algorithms. It is a very well written in 2015 publication that tells us in a great detail a story that we were forced to summarize in a few minutes. The book that has a bestseller course in a varied languages is written and translated in five languages, namely English, French, Spanish, German, and Italian itself. The book can be bought in Amazon Kindle. You can download it here for free at the last lesson in full version. And if you want, spend 10 minutes of your time to listen to Steve Jobs at this link. Try to remind ourselves that the software that moves the human mind, the ingenuity itself, has no comparison with any software in the world, and we have it available for free. This is Lane Cruz, and see you in our next lesson. Bye.